Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students of English version 11, Assalamu alaikum. Now we will discuss about important topics from physics first paper and chapter 5, work, energy and power chapter, conservation law of energy. So in our lower class, in SSC level, we have also discussed the conservation law of energy in case of a free falling body. When an object was falling on the earth ground for the gravitational force, so in that cases we have find out the equation of conservation law of energy. We have proved the conservation law of energy. So now we will discuss about the conservation law of energy for a simple pendulum. Suppose here is a simple pendulum, it is a bob and it is oscillating to the front and back direction. In oscillating position, we will take the information to solve the conservation law of energy. So you can see from your basic information, if we take the bob to the backward direction and if we release from here, it will begin to oscillate front and back in this way. And when the bob will reach at position C, here C has been identified, not position. Here A has been identified as the center of gravity of bob here, and B also has been identified as the center of gravity here at position, and C means the center of gravity. So when the bob will stay at position C for a while, it will reach to a rest position. So at that position C, we can easily say here all the energy will be potential energy, and as when the object will stop here for a very smallest interval of time, and then again it will begin to come back to its equilibrium position, and then again in the left direction. So after starting from here, the velocity will be 0 here. So here all the energy will be the potential energy, as at position C in rest position, as there is no velocity, so here there will be no kinetic energy here. And in these cases, suppose it was the equilibrium position of the bob here, and in these cases we know that's important information for the new student. In these cases, this line is the previous position or ground position here for the bob, and here although the bob has gone from A to B, so in this case we will not take the curve displacement, here we will take the vertical displacement. In these cases we will have to take the vertical displacement. So here when the object will stay at position C, the vertical displacement will be suppose AN. We have done a normal from C on OA. Also here is OA is the effective length of the simple pendulum here. From the information of effective length, we know from the hanging point to the center of gravity of the bob, this length is known as effective length. So we have done here a normal Cn on effective length OA. So here the vertical displacement for position C will be AN. Again, when the object will reach from C to B position, we know here the object will be in moving position. So the bob will be in a moving position. So here we will get both potential energy and kinetic energy, and when the object or the bob will cross the equilibrium position A, its velocity will be maximum velocity for the oscillation. So First of all, let us find out the total energy for point C here. So now at point C, we can find out the total energy. Suppose it is equal to, here will be the addition of potential energy and kinetic energy. So here the value of the potential energy will be m. The value of the potential energy will be here m z into here the vertical displacement. Here vertical displacement an. So mz into an. And as there is no velocity at point C, so here there will be no kinetic energy. So here the value of the kinetic energy will be 0. So the total energy at point C will be m g into an here. So now when the object will reach from point C to point B, here we will get both potential energy and kinetic energy. Then we will add the potential energy and kinetic energy, that means total mechanical energy, and then we will compare the total energy at point B is similar to the total energy at point C or not. So now let us find out the total energy for point B. Now at point B, at point B, the potential energy m, z and h. M, z here means the vertical displacement. Here vertical displacement is am. So here the vertical displacement am. Here am. Now we will find out the velocity at point B to find out the kinetic energy at point B, as the object at point B is in moving position. So here we will get kinetic energy also. So let us find out the kinetic energy here. Kinetic energy so the value of kinetic energy here, okay, equal to half m v square. Again we know half m v square equal to e square plus 2s from the information. V square equal to e square plus 2as. A here will be g and the s, which will be this. The object, the bob, has reached position B from position C. This is why the vertical displacement of the bob will be here nm or mn. Displacement will be nm. So now put as the value half m, and here the value of u is 0. Why the value of u is 0? As at position C the bob was at rest position, so the previous velocity will be 0 here. Now here is value 2 g, and we write the nm. We can write the nm an minus am. We write the value of nm equal to an minus am. Then we will get the value of nm. So let us put the information an minus am. So again here 2 is course So am z will into an minus am. So we have got here now the kinetic energy. Here potential energy is mg into am and kinetic energy is mg whole into an minus m. Now we will find out the total energy at point B, at position B. Now total energy at point, total energy so at point B, suppose let us write total energy, okay, and the addition of potential energy and kinetic energy here Ek. So let us put the value at point B. The value of the potential energy was mg into am, z into am, and the value of kinetic energy was mg whole into an minus am, mg to an minus am. So again mg into am plus mg into an minus mg into am. So again students carefully, at position B the potential energy was mg into am, and at position B the kinetic energy was mg into an minus am, mg an minus am. So after multiplying we have got this information mg into am, mg into an plus minus minus mg into am. So here mg plus m, mg minus m cross, so the total energy will be mg into an. So student has been clear here which was the total energy for point C here. So at point C we have seen that the total energy was mg into an, and again when the object was at position B the total energy is also mg into an. So here we can see the information when a simple pendulum will oscillate, it will must follow the conservation principles of conservation law of energy. So in this way this topic is too much important. Student will must understand these topics related to the simple pendulum, conservation law of energy, how the simple pendulum follows the conservation law of energy. It is too much important it is for your ACC exam, for internal various exams, and also very important for all the admissions. So student here will also when we will solve the mathematical problem we will must take the helps of the laws of Pythagoras. Why not? Here ONC is a right angle triangle. So from here you can easily find out the value of ON here, and from ON when we will get the value of ON with the help of the law of Pythagoras, then you will easily be able to find out the value of AN here. Why not? Suppose the effective length OA will be given. So from this information this displacement NC will must be given. From this information you will find out the value of ON with the help of the law of Pythagoras, and then by subtracting the value of ON from the effective length OA you will easily get the value of AN here. Why not? Here you need the AN value AN. So in this way you will solve the mathematical problem and the CQ problem, and also for the admission. So student, first of all, you must follow this information which we have now discussed. And another important information, for the right angle triangle Pythagoras law, with the help of these two basic or concept, you will be able to solve all the mathematical problem related to this simple pendulum. So again, for the angle, in our next classes we will discuss which will be the equation if here the angle is given. Okay. Now from this lecture is very important for you, so you must remember or discuss and solve the mathematical problem related to these topics too much, and you will, inshallah, I hope you will be able to take a better preparation for the board SSC exam and all the admission exam. Thank you very much.